think it's important to be a confident collector. So you know what you want. And these things are important to you as an individual. My name is Cherrei Tian. I'm the senior specialist in the Chinese department in London. We're having this curated section, Monochrome, in our important Chinese art sale because we believe everyone is a bit of a collector in some way. This is one of the highlights we have in the monochrome. The concept of monochrome, it's really well captured in this particular object. Monochrome is about different shades within a tone. So I think this particular example reflects the idea very well. What we have here is a Ru type fanghu. The glaze is very subtle. Through different lights, you see different shades of this particular glaze. So there's a legend says that it looks like the sky after it's raining. Qianlong, the emperor himself, there's a historian side of him reflected in many of his much earlier artworks. And because he's paying tribute to a long-lost glaze that's been celebrated over 1,000 years ago, I think it shows that we're longing for the past. Even the emperor is longing for the past. What I have right here is a exquisite, I can't take my hands off it, a exquisite Lingbi Scholar's Rock from a private American collection. It's called 3 Mountains in the Sea. So as I rotate it, you can see there's a 3 little peak. It demonstrates it's slowly rising from the China Sea. When you look at it, you can dream of a happy life. It's like how we all dream of a beach holiday when you're really busy. I think it's extraordinarily cute as you can actually lift it up. I mean, this is a mini universe on my hand. Don't you want one on your tabletop? Landscape is a serious painting created by an artist called Xu Bing, who's really monumental in the contemporary Chinese art scene. As the title suggested, it's a picture that Xu Bing intentionally made up by script. China has a long tradition that calligraphy and painting have the same origins. What happened here is Xu Bing literally took that idea and wrote a painting. So all the elements that made up these landscape paintings are Chinese characters. A rock, therefore, is a rock. It's written as a form of a rock. A door is a door and window is a window, as it literally writes. The landscript transformed the visual image of landscape to linguistic form. The stele came from Eastern Wei period, which is a relatively short-lived dynasty. It's about 1,500 years ago. It only lasted about 16 years, but it's a very fine example of what stele of Buddhism blossomed in that particular period. The 5th century saw the formation of Buddhist devotional societies throughout China. These particular groups sparked a burst of creativity in the production of religious art. We all need to be devoted to something in order to have a meaningful life. And this is a strong evidence in the past. We probably devote something not for the same purpose of these people commissioned this very stele, but we do need that passion and we do need the energy. Guess what it's made of? Porcelain, yeah. This particular sculpture was made by a contemporary artist. His name is Su Xianzhong. He came from a very established family in Dehua, which really famous for the blonde de Chine porcelain that's been popular in the West from the 17th century. Each of these paper has been handmade by porcelain, layered in to find a very specific position, and then glazed and fired all together. There's a real twist of humor in it to realize this is actually not paper. And I think we all have a lot of paper lying around at home, but none of them probably will last this long. It goes back to the different layers that we see in monochrome. And it's just like many different layers within our life and different role of collectors we wish to explore. I think monochrome is about taking a very traditional Chinese works of art out of its context to place it in a timeless setting so you could really get inspired, intrigued, and healed by their ultimate beauty. What kind of collector do you wish to be? And I think the answer here is you could be all of them.